everyone and welcome back to my channel. I am so excited for this build right here because honestly this is something that I really wanted to do for the longest times. Like in The Sims, this is like my dream scenario in The Sims. So yes, I'm finally doing it. So yes, basically we are here in Del Sol Valley, which is the world that came with Get Famous, and it's honestly it's one of like the worst Sims worlds out there. Like it's just a flop. The Sims was in its flop era and they decided to do Del Sol Valley. And the idea behind Del Sol Valley was kind of like good. You have a neighborhood that's more like an up and coming or neighborhood where you have like cheaper lots, like cheaper houses, and then you've got the hills, it's just all like mansions, and then you have like a downtown area. And I think that the hills and the downtown area, they work okay. Like the builds, we're not talking about the builds here, but the area works. And the only area that doesn't work is that like up and coming neighborhood that like where you're supposed to have like cheaper lots that you can like move in as a struggling artist or whatever. And as you know, we get like 40 by 30 lots, or I think there's even like a 50 by 40 lot. Like what, how? Like what are you gonna do with that? I'm telling you what I'm gonna do with that. I am going to build an apartment complex. And if you've seen, like, I've never been to LA, disclaimer, never been to LA, so everything I know is from like movies and TV shows. But I've seen a lot of this like apartment complex that are a little bit Art Deco, kind of like 20s inspired and pastel, and they're like super beautiful, and they're like cheaper. So yeah, I decided that I was gonna build one of those. So as you can see, this has 6 rental units. That's the maximum that you can have, and I think it's like okay. Given how much the game struggles to keep up with rental lots, I don't think I'm ever going to build like more than 6 because I don't have like a gamer PC. So 6 is my limit. I'm fine with it, but also like who has time to manage? Like who has time to like actually build and furnish 6 more than 6 apartments? Like I couldn't even handle 6. You're gonna see I furnished 3 of these apartments, and the other 3 they're kind of like empty-ish. I put like appliances down, but the idea is that they're kind of like ready to move in. Those are the ones on the first floor. The ones on like downstairs, those are fine. Like those are kind of like lived in. I have like ideas behind every single one of the apartments. I'm gonna like tell you about it. But obviously like you can move in and you can have whatever Sims you want. So yes, let's kind of get into the build. Now it was so great to be building like this massive apartment complex. I've never done it. So I built like super big houses before. I have done that. But I never built like this like big ass apartment complex. I know a lot of Simmers have. Even before For Rent came out, like this was just like, we Simmers, we love our multi-family living situations, okay? So I know a lot of Simmers have built apartment complex, but it's my first time doing it. So it was a little bit intimidating. Like the space is just so big and there's so much to furnish and to do, and then obviously like every single unit, it's not big. Like I think they're okay in size. They're not like super tiny apartments, I'm not gonna lie to you. Each and every one of them has like 2 bedrooms, and then they have this open concept living, dining, kitchen situation, and they're like they're fine. You're gonna be fine with space. You're not gonna need a lot of space, like a lot of extra space. But that being said, they're not big. Like, they're by no means big. They're probably the size of like the eco lifestyle apartments. I think that's kind of like the vibe. Not the vibe, the size. So, I mean, they're okay. They're fine. They're fine in size. But so it's a very difficult to be building this like massive, huge project from the outside, and then each and every single one of those apartments is not big. So yeah, it's like an interesting juxtaposition of things. But yes, so this is the first apartment. The idea behind this one is I don't know, I imagine like a family kind of living here, and you're gonna see it. I'm gonna put some like guitars there, but my idea was maybe like the parents, they're in a band. They're like musicians, and then they have like two kids that live there with them, and they haven't really gotten their like big break. So maybe they're in a band, but they work like other jobs. Like, I don't know. I imagine this like whole vibe, this people being like not the richest people out there, but just like a normal family that is trying to like make it big in the music industry. So they have some things that are like super cute and they're a little bit more expensive, but then they have like normal kitchen appliances, and obviously like they're living in a 2-bedroom apartment in the cheap part of the Soul Valley. I thought it was fun. Like, I really like this apartment. I used like black and yellow as an inspiration. I know it was kind of like weird. It reminds me of a taxi. But it looks so fun. Like, they are so cute. These apartments are so cute. And yeah, the idea behind this apartment was like color. I'm just gonna go out with the color and things. I don't know, I love it. And the yellow. Like, the yellow is there. I'm obsessed with yellow lately. It's kind of like, it's always been one of my favorite colors. I love yellow. But lately, The Sims has some like nice yellow swatches. Like, The Sims is and me, we're like vibing with the yellow. So yeah, I'm very happy. So yeah, this is kind of like the kids' room. I put 2 beds down. This is kind of like for kids, like children. I imagine maybe like you have maybe like a teenager and a child, but it's mostly like oriented towards like kids, and I try to give them like a lot of personality. Like, each one of them has like different posters with their interests, and yeah, I don't know, I thought it was super cute. And then for this apartment, you're gonna see I'm using like fancy kitchen appliances here, and the idea behind this is that maybe like the daughter of the owner of the building lives here, and like she wants to be an actress and she wants to do the whole like struggling artist thing, but she's not really struggling because it's like her dad owns the building. So everything is like super cute and nice and bougie, but she lives there. Like, she, in her head, she's having the struggling artist narrative down. And I made this like a 2-bedroom. I thought maybe like a friend could live with her. I don't know. I thought it was like cute, like a fun idea. Like, she probably doesn't even like pay rent. Like, her dad pays for everything. Yeah, I don't know. It was like super, like, I was having so much fun doing this apartment. I don't normally do like single, like 2 friends living together. I normally do like families. So yeah, I don't know. It was super cute. Like, this is definitely my aesthetic. I would love to live in this apartment. It is mwah, beautiful. I wish my apartment looked like that. Thank you so much. Yeah, I don't know. I love it. Like, everything about this apartment is so fun. Like, if you download this, like, if I were to choose from if I would download this and I had to choose like in which apartment I would like to play in, it would be definitely be this one. Definitely, like hands down. I would love to have like two best friends living here and having the time of their lives and just throwing parties and using the pool and just being like living their absolute best lives. So yeah, I love this apartment. Like I'm in love. And then this is like the last apartment. This is a little bit like, I don't know if it's bigger or not. Like it's not bigger, but I had this one had like an extra room. Obviously, like they have a smaller kitchen, like literally you have one counter. If someone leaves something on the counter, then I am very sorry, but you cannot cook. That is it. Like I am very sorry, you cannot cook. You have one counter. That's life. The idea behind this apartment is I thought maybe we had a family of like, immigrants. I know there's a lot of like Asian families who immigrated to Los Angeles. So I thought maybe that was my idea. It's like a young couple with 3 kids. I don't know why I wanted to make this couple suffer. Like, I don't know what was in me, but I gave them like 3 kids. I was just like, you know what? You're getting 3 kids, obviously. So in a tiny room, it's actually not tiny. I don't think the bedrooms are tiny. They could be tinier, to be completely honest. But in a mid-sized room, I decided that I was gonna have bunk beds and a crib. Like, I don't know why. Don't ask me why. I was just like, it was the 3rd apartment I was decorating, and I was like, you know what? You're getting a crib. You're getting 3 people in this room, so I don't know. I think there is like a family that you're gonna rent out. The ones made from EA that they have like children and an infant, so like a big family. So it's kind of like imagining that situation, like lots of people live here. But yeah, it was so fun to decorate the whole thing. I don't know, I thought it was like super cute. I really like this apartment. I think it's like so cool. And I also like in the balcony, this balcony is so beautiful. I give them like little planter boxes because obviously they have the bonsai inside, so they're into gardening, so they're getting planter boxes and that rocking chair that I love. So yeah, it was super cute. So those are the 3 like bedroom apartment units that I actually decorated. The rest of them I left again empty. They have appliances, so if your Sims wants to move in, they kind of have appliances, or if you buy this building and you want to rent it out, again they have appliances. Maybe you put some beds down. I really wanted to like make part of the job for you, but I just couldn't with the whole like decorating 6 apartments. Like no, we're not doing that, not in this channel. But anyways, then came the outside. Obviously Del Sol Valley has like super nice weather, so I really wanted it to have a lot of like outside space that was usable and shared. So they have like that big pool that's like very common. Like every inspirational picture that I saw had like massive pool. So I thought, you know what, it occupies a lot of space. It's really good. I then put some like monkey bars down and some like kids toys and that little like puzzle games table from the little camper skin, which was so cute. I wanted to put a screen, but I was like, maybe this isn't like that realistic of me to put. She said, and then decided to make a whole, oh my god, where cars go. I have no idea. The garage, open air garage, not a garage. Parking lot? Yeah, parking lot. I made a whole parking lot in this one. Again, cars, non-functional, but they occupied a lot of space. And in Los Angeles, you gotta have a car, apparently. It's not very friendly, like walking or public transport friendly city. Again, I've never been. This is everything I know from like the internet, but yeah. So well, this build is actually coming to an end. I really hope you liked it. I use a lot of debug, and I also use move objects. So if you're gonna download this, I think it's already up in the gallery. And if you're gonna download it, then be sure to have move objects on before placing the lot, because if not, a lot of things are just gonna disappear, especially plants. Like your plants are gonna be gone because everything is on top of each other. It's mostly debug, so your sims are gonna be fine. Like they can walk over the debug options. I don't know if you've ever seen a sim just walking across plants. It's super funny, but yeah, if you're gonna place this down, then be sure to have move objects on. Very important. Yeah, so this video is coming to an end. I really hope you liked it. I love doing this. It's something I really wanted to do for a long time, and yeah, I really hope you enjoyed it. Please give it a big thumbs up if you liked it, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I will see y'all in the next one. Mwah. Bye!